Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Lionel here. Hey, I'm just shooting this video for you. I've had people that was, kind of confused on these advances and loans and everything for the SBA. So decided to just do a quick video to go through the process of completing the application, just kind of show you what you need to do. There's two different programs, okay? There is the advance, which is for any small business that has been affected by the coronavirus, as far as whether you've lost business, had to shut down, had to get rid of employees, things like that. This particular one, again, that I'm going to show you is the advance. Okay, this is the free money that you're getting, that you do not have to pay back. There's constant changes that's taking place with this thing. So far, I know of no one and haven't heard of anyone getting any money yet. Once you fill out the application, there was a thing that said you would hear something back within 3 days. Of course, there's nothing, and no one has come online or reported said that they received any funds as of yet. So I think they're still kind of working through this process of figuring out how they're going to pay it out. Because if you think about it, you got quite a few people that are going to apply for this, especially since you don't have to pay this money back. Okay, you're going to have people that actually say that they have businesses that really don't have businesses that are going to apply for this. So the government's not going to just say, okay, hey, here's $10,000. Go ahead and do what you want to do with it, because you say you got a business. So they know that, there's going to be some criteria or some things that they're going to have to follow. I even saw something where it said that they're going to pay you $1,000 per employee. So let's say if you are a sole proprietor, you work the business for yourself, then you may get 10,000. You may get 1,000. If you have, 3 employees, you may get 3,000. Because if you look at this advance, it doesn't say 10,000. It says up to 10,000. Okay, so the wording is very important when you're looking at filling out this application. So, and you got to think on this particular advance here, this is going to be a first come, first serve deal. Once they're out of the money that they've allocated for this particular program, then that's going to be it. So with the millions of businesses that are out there throughout the U.S., not even counting the sole proprietorships that are out there, it's going to be a very low percentage if most of these people and businesses apply for this particular advance. It's going to be a very low percentage that may actually get approved for this. So with that being said, do not bank on this 100%. Okay, you may not get anything. Then you may get less than 10,000. It just depends. So just keep that in mind when you're applying for this. Like I said, the other one is the one where if you're not able to continue to pay your employees, your rent, your mortgage, whatever the case is, then you can apply for that one. That is an actual loan, okay, that the government has worked out. So it's a loan that you're applying for. That one you do have to pay back. But if you are using a portion of that money that you get to pay your employees, you only have to pay a certain percentage back. Depends on how much of the money you use. So it's a little bit more involved in how that one works. I'm not going to really get into that one because, like I say, it's a little bit more detailed. But I just want to show you guys where to go, because initially, to do the other application for the advance, initially there was a deal up here that said click, and it'll take you straight to the application. So now what you're going to have to do is, once you go to sba.gov, okay, you're going to then click on funding programs. And then once you click on funding programs, you're going to go to disaster assistance. Once you go to disaster assistance, apply for assistance. And then you're going to go here to the economic injury, disaster loans, and loan advance. And this is where you're going to go right here. To apply for a COVID-19 economic injury disaster loan, click here. And once you do that, it's going to take you to the application. So this is the application that you're going to fill out. I'll go through it just to kind of show you what I did. You know, everybody's situation is going to be different. So what you're going to do is you're going to, and all the information I'm putting in is fake. So this is what you're going to have as far as your options. You're going to choose as far as your eligibility, entity verification. So what you're going to look at is an applicant is a business with not more than 500 employees, or an applicant is an individual who operates as sole proprietor with or without employees, or as an independent contractor. So if you are, and this one here says applicant is a cooperative with not more than 500 employees. These, for the most part, are not going to be used unless you qualify for these. And I don't even didn't pay attention to these because these didn't fit what I was actually in, business for, as far as what I'm doing. So the main two that most people are going to fill out are going to be this one and this one here. Okay. Applicant is a business with not more than 500 employees, or applicant is an individual who operates under a sole proprietorship. So people were saying that in order for you to apply for this advance, you had to actually have employees, and that was the miscommunication and misunderstanding of this particular advance, because you do not have to have employees in order to apply for this advance. Let's say if you are sole proprietor, you have your own business and you're working as an independent contractor, or you're working by yourself, and your business was affected, then you still can apply for this loan. Okay. So let's just go, applicant is a business with not more than 500 employees. This here is just basically going to ask you if you have any illegal activities as far as your business. Let's see, no principal of the applicant with 50% greater ownership, interest more, delinquent of child support, or anything like that. Basically, just want to make sure you're doing everything right. You're not doing anything illegal, or you're not in violation or anything like that. So for the most part, these are going to all be checked. No, unless check unless you actually are involved in any of these things, which I hope not, because some of this stuff is going to be asking about gambling and things like that. So just more so checking legality. Okay, so then you just hit continue. All right, now what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your business legal name. Okay, I have a LLC, and under my business I am doing I have my business, my DBA, under my business name. Okay, so again, just for the purpose of the video, we'll just put anything down. If you have just a business name and you're not a DBA, it's going to require you to fill out every area where you have these asterisks. Okay, so if you have your business legal name, you're going to put it here. If you have a DBA, for example, whatever your business name is, you're going to put it here as well. Okay, so if your business legal name is, window washing Willie. All right. Then if you're a DBA, then you're going to put it under here as well. Okay. If you have an LLC, same thing. You're going to put your LLC here, or, if you're incorporated, you're going to put it here. So for example, I just put Walker Enterprises. Okay. And let's say I am doing business as my other business, which says Fast Cash Tax Services. Okay, that's the business that I'm doing business as. Or I can just put Walker Enterprises. All right, you're gonna put your EIN. If you don't have EIN, then you'll use your social. Okay, so you'll put your EIN. Once you put that in, it's going to ask you to choose what type of business it is. This is where you get to choose whether you're a sole proprietorship, whether you're LLC, C Corp, S Corp, whatever the case may be. So I'm going to choose LLC. Applicant a nonprofit? No. Is the applicant a franchise? No. Gross revenue for the business. You have to have been in business by 12 months prior to January 31st. So if you were not in business prior to January 31st of 2020, then you won't be able to qualify for this loan. Gross revenue for the 12 months prior to the date of the disaster, January 31st, 2020. It states it right there. So you put whatever your amount of money is. Cost of goods sold, for me, I have no cost of goods sold. For me, it's zero. If you are in a business that does have costs, if you have cost of goods sold and you're selling products and things like that, then you would put that amount in there. Rental property, this is like if you have rental property and you lost money because of the disaster, whether it's residential or commercial, you'll put that amount there. Nonprofit costs for operations for 12 months prior to the disaster of January 31st, 2020. You put it there. You just read through these. If I'm not going to go through each and every one of them, but if this pertains to you, then just put whatever it is asking you for. Then you're going to put your primary business address. Okay. When you have your phone number, for whatever reason, when you put it in, if it automatically calculates, you got to go back and re-put it in. All right. Now, here's the thing. You put your business email in. If you have like for example, my DBA has been around for 10 years, but my LLC, which is, again, is what I put here, was established, my new one here was established last year. So I'm putting that date. I'm not going to put the date of when I started my tax business, okay? So then I'm going to put same date because it's the ownership, same date. Business activity, it's going to ask you whatever it is that you're in, okay? And then let's see, tax return. Then here it's going to ask you number of employees that you have, okay? You're going to put that there as of January 31st, 2020. How many employees did you have? Okay? This is important. You want to make sure if it's just you, don't put 0. If it's just you, put 1. Okay? Then you go next. Then it asks you, is your business owned by a business entity? If your business is not owned by anybody else or anything else, or you don't have any agreement or contract or anything like that, then you're going to put no. Okay? Here, you're going to put your information. Again, it's going to ask you phone number, title, whatever your title is, whatever percent you own. Email address, again, you can put either your business email or you can put another email, whatever you want to put there. It's going to ask you for your social. I'm just going to, again, put some numbers in here. Date of birth, just going to put some numbers in here. All right, place of birth, wherever you're born. Okay. Are you a citizen? If you are, put yes. If you're not, put, no, you're not a citizen. It's going to ask you for your residential address. All right. Then it's going to come here. It's going to ask you here, in the past year, has the business listed owner been convicted of a crime or whatever? So, hit no. Is the applicant listed on, listed owner currently suspended or debarred from contracting with the federal government or receiving federal grants or loans? No. Are you presently subject to indictment, criminal information, arraignment, or other means which formal criminal charges are brought in any jurisdiction? So just read through this and answer that. So speak no. Here, you don't fill this out. The only way you're going to fill this out, some people are going to their banks to complete these applications or other entities that actually can help them with this application. So their information is going to go here. You will not put anything here if you're filling this out yourself. Okay. Now, it's important to click this. I would like to be considered for an advance of, here again is what I was telling you guys at the beginning, up to 10,000. Okay. That does not mean that you're going to get 10,000. It's up to 10,000. Everybody keeps saying, hey, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, but it's up to 10,000. Okay. Here's where you're going to put your bank name that you use, your accounting number, and your routing number. Because if you get approved, they're going to send the money directly to this account. Okay. I got to put something in there because it won't let me go forward. Okay. Account number, blah, 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 blah. Routing number. Okay. So make sure you check this here. You're going to go next. This is going to give you be a summary. This is going to allow you to go back in, look at everything, make sure everything is correct. You're going to click on I'm not a robot. Once you do that, then you're going to hit the submit button. And that is it. Okay. Again, this is for the disaster loan assistance. There's another one, again, that's more detailed. That one I would suggest you go if you have a business that has been affected where you can't make payroll, rent, whatever the case is. It's pretty detailed and laid out for you. And I'll tell you where you can go for that. Okay. So what you're going to do, let me get out this application. Let me just do this. You're going to go back to SBA, be faster, .gov. If you want to know more about the other loan, then you're going to go here to the search. You're going to just type in PPP. Okay. And this here it is, the Paycheck Protection Program. Okay. And you can fill this application out. You can do it yourself, or you can actually take it to somewhere else that actually is authorized to complete this application. Like I say, check with your bank, and you can, try to find, FAQs on it, and fill it out. It's a little bit more involved than the other application we just did. Once you fill this out, they're not asking you for information as of yet for these things, as far as for you to provide anything. So at this point, you're just filling out the applications. Okay. But all you do is just check, click PPP, again, and it'll take you straight to the application. Okay. If you want to fill it out yourself and do it here, so be it. Again, I would suggest going to a bank, again, or somewhere that can help you with this. And this one here is going to be an actual loan. This one here, like I said, you will be required to pay it back, but it is forgivable if you are using this loan for payroll purposes and things like that. Then a portion of this loan will be forgivable. Okay. But again, you can do your research just to kind of find out how it's set up and what, what's forgivable, what percentages you have to use to make it forgivable and all that. So again, I don't want to go too detailed into this particular one, but I just wanted to show you what you can do and how to fill out the application for the advance. Again, guys, it is first come, first serve. Lots of people have already been filling this thing out. So again, it's going to be a very small percentage of people that are going to possibly get approved for this, depending on how much they're going to give out to each person. So just keep that in mind. All right. So that's it, guys. Hope this helps you out and helps you give you a better understanding of these programs and what they're doing and what's going on with them. And, good luck.